Hi everyone, my name is Matt Haynes. I'm an audiobook narrator and I'm dedicated to acquainting myself with different accents. The one that I'm learning about this month is the Geordie accent, also known as Newcastle, England accent. Quick note about this ensemble here. I go out for my walks and practice for these videos, muttering the accent and song lyrics to myself, and I came down, I was about getting ready to shoot and change out, and I was like, you know what, this is a perfectly fine piece of attire to share with people. So this is Matt, what he looks like when he's at work. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you some of the key things I'm hearing with this accent and that I've read up about. And then we're going to take those things and apply them to song lyrics, a technique I highly recommend. Very important before we get into that other stuff. This is a video about the accent, not the dialect. Now, Geordie has a very, very strong set of dialect principles, words that are different than other words that are used in parts of England. What I want to emphasize is that we're going to focus on simply how the sound changes, not how the words change. Ta-da! This is the Mattoon. This is a picture of me with my glasses on, and it's meant to illustrate what seems to be happening in my mouth with a particular accent, the resonance, the placement in the mouth. Now, with this one, it looks like I'm screaming. I don't mean it to look like that. It's just my art skills. But what I want to illustrate is what I love about the Geordie accent is that it opens the back of my mouth so beautifully. And especially with the use of the first person I, which becomes an awe. It's very much similar in a relaxing quality to Southern U.S. For me. So I love this accent for that reason. So I just like to have this nice open plastic bubble in my mouth, and then just let everything else just come forward. Especially since the T's are usually dropped, so you don't even have that that need to enunciate the front of the mouth like that. We've got the tone and the rhythm. So what I'm finding is that the image that comes to mind when I'm working this accent and imitating what I'm hearing with it is something almost like a paddle board, with those rubber balls, paddle ball or something like that, where there's a stretch and then a pop, and a stretch and then a pop, almost like a stereotypical Swedish accent. So, for example, if we've got the words, "She's got to be strong to fight them," what I'm hearing with between those extended vowels and those glottal stops is she's got to be strong to fight them. So let's talk about the glottal stops, and that means that there's a closing of the throat or of the sound when confronted with, in this case, a T, very obvious to see. So again, we take, she's got to be strong to fight them. Fight becomes fight as opposed to fight. What I've read also is that it applies for words ending in a P or the P sound and the K sound, illustrated usually with a K. I've performed a memorization of particularly troubling knowledge that one has to apply this. So P, T, K. So if we had T-O-T, taught, it'd be taught, T-O-P, top, top, and T-O-K, talk. ING becomes IN, becomes abbreviated to that. So if we had the word eating, it'd be eaten. The R sound gets dropped. So if we had the word for, end of the word has R, it'd be full. And now my favorite feature of the Geordie accent, the I, the first person I. Oh, yum, 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 yum. It becomes an ah, and that just opens my jaw, relaxes my throat so beautifully. It's just mwah. However, caution, caution. What I've heard from samples is that this is the only time where I becomes ah. So, for example, I might become I might. The A sound gets extended almost to the point of sounding like an E. So her name becomes her name. The A sound broadens to an aw. So she has becomes she has. The O sound elongates into something closer to an oo. So she knows becomes something like she knows. I'm finding with this wonderful roundness in the back that the ow sound becomes something closer to an ol sound. So how would be ho. Now, here's one that's a little bit tricky for me because I hear with the lowercase sound, the lowercase u sound, I've heard it sometimes go into an oo sound, like the stereotypical Beatles love, which is, by the way, not Newcastle, but I'm just saying. Also, I've heard it just become an I'm going to err on the side of the oo sound. So, cause she knows would be cause she knows. Okay, everybody, it is song time. We're going to take these principles and apply them to the lyrics of The Flaming Lips, Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots, Part 1. Her name is Yoshimi. She's got a black belt in karate, working for the city. She's got to discipline her body because she knows that it's demanding to defeat those evil machines, those evil-natured robots. They're programmed to destroy us. She's got to be strong to fight them, so she's taking lots of vitamins because she knows that it'd be tragic if those evil robots win. I know she can defeat them. Oh, Yoshimi, they don't believe me. But you won't let those robots eat me. And that was Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots Part 1 from The Flaming Lips. Music was by Kevin MacLeod, who composes this stuff and gives it away public domain. Thank you so much, Kevin. Was this video accurate? Somewhat. And let this be the beginning of the learning and the documentation. If you've got specific tips on where this accent was correct and where it has room for growth, please put those in the comments, and I will see you next time.